Flies RC here, coming to you from the man cave. Let me start off the video by saying welcome to my man cave and Fat Guy Flies RC. Also, a big shout out to Hobby Zone for sending me out the Arrows Bae Hawk. Alright, so let's take this out and put this bad boy together. Alright, as you can see, it's cut the tape, so brand new model. Alright, right off the bat, everything is nice and secure. Flat, manual, not folded. Okay? That's important. You cannot stand it when the manuals come all completely folded and crumbled up and everything. Main wing, very, very nice. Got your for tossing the model little finger cutouts there. The well, stickers coming off the one Arrows servo. That's okay. Well, the other one will come off too, so we'll just take it off. You can see a little bit of the gatoring of the cells, but not very bad. Nice bright stickers, very clean line. Everything's already hooked up for you. So as far as the main wing goes. This is a very, very simple assembly. The only gluing you do is the elevator. And make sure you've got a nice foam hinge, but it looks like, yeah, there's a little bit of a laminate in there. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, there's just a little bit of laminate in there, so I will probably do the hold the foam, which is this right here, hold the foam from Beacon. I just put that in the foam pinch hinge, and that just gives me a nice thin layer of rubbery material to hold that hinge in place. There's the main body. There should be a little, probably inside, a little bag of goodies. Some screws. Okay. Alright, when you open this up, you look up in here, you see that white material, pull that out, and sure enough, a little bag of screws, so don't miss that. It's going to be very easy to miss that. And like I always say, keep up with your trash. As you unplug these things and undo them, make sure you keep everything together and pay attention to how, I mean, this is pretty obvious, but pay attention to how it came out and how it went in there, because God forbid there's something wrong, you got to send it back. Well, you'll need to put it back in there properly. This is a 50mm Bae Hawk, or a BAE Hawk. It is a British trainer. I think I'm right. Yeah, British. It has a 2627 4500 kV brushless motor, 11-bladed 50mm fan. Lightweight, no, it's just a banking yank. It's elevator and aileron, that's all the control you got. That's all you need. It does have the vector system, which is real simple. And since you don't have a rudder, you don't have gear, you don't have lights, you don't have flaps. Okay, so all you've got is you got throttle, you got aileron, you got rudder. I'm not sorry. You got throttle, you got aileron, you got elevator, but you don't have rudder. Okay, so you really only got the 3 controls. But that, so 4-channel radio is really all that's needed in order to fly this airplane. And that's why, but since you have the vector system, which is a stabilization system, which is this little chip right here, you do need another channel. So, having said that, what I'm going to be using, and this is what, for these little bank and yank 50mm planes that Hobby Zone sends out, the best receiver for them, in my opinion, is the Spectrum AR410. Okay, because you can take your rudder channel, assign it to a 3-position switch, and then use all 3 positions of the vector system. Alright. Alright, we've got everything there. Everything is labeled for you. You got elevator, aileron, throttle, and then it's called S-bus mode. That's what you're going to be plugging to your rudder channel. Okay? Now, in order to build this plane, The only gluing you're going to have to do is the elevator. Okay? You've already got your leads for your elevator servo hanging out there. You're going to take, that just slides in there, just like that. But anytime you want to use a foam safe glue, this has bare foam, right? Okay. But look at this side. This does not. So I want to have good connection with my glue. So what I always recommend doing is scoring up your foam. Where you're going to be connecting, where foam is going to be touching foam, you want to score that up. In fact, what I may do, since this is all painted, take a little sandpaper block, which I love these blocks, just go in there, try to scuff up, take some of this glue or some of this paint off. It's pretty thick paint, so I may not be able to get in the, well, yeah, there's some sort of come off. See? Yeah. Alright, I've scuffed off a lot of that paint. I'm also going to take my razor blade and I'm going to score this white section here. You're not going to see it anyways. Okay? I'm going to use a good foam. So this is just that Chinese rubber cement that comes with a lot of models. It's the same thing as, let me just use this because this is what you can readily get in the United States. The E6000. It's the same thing as Foam Tack. It's just a whole heck of a lot cheaper. And you know, you don't have to use a whole bunch. You know, just get yourself a nice little bead on here. Okay. Then I'm going to put some on the underside of this. Okay, right there. I'm going to slide that puppy in there. Alright, that's in there. Now, slide it right back out again. Making it get stringy. You're not going to be able to see it, but letting it get a little bit of air in there. Okay, we'll slide that back in, and look how nice and that's going to stay on there real well. All right, now you're going to grab your wing. Also, when you're putting any models together, get yourself these little magnetic trays. These little magnetic trays you get at Walmart, you get in any hardware store. Tractor Supply may have them. Really almost anywhere. Rule King, another one. Kmart, if you can find a Kmart in existence still. Just as a little magnet. Any auto parts store is going to have them. Hi, by the way. All right. You're going to take a small Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, which this should work just fine. Yeah, that works. Okay. Grab your model. Look right there, you got yourself a little hole there. You're going to feed your two aileron servos up through there. Maybe. You know what, let's grab our handy dandy model stand here, which is adjustable because basically it's just two towers. Oh, just drop some decals. Alright. Feed those through. And you should see them coming out. Okay, you're going to have to feed them forward. Okay, I should see them. Okay, you can see them up in the model there. There they are, hanging out. Okay? Take your model. take your 4 little screws. You do get 1 extra screw, but I laid one down somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. Let me get a smaller screwdriver. Okay, you can feel it bite in there. Okay. I don't know what I did. I laid that extra screw down. I don't know what I did with it. Always put these screws, anytime you're attaching anything on a model that's got multiple connection points, like a wing does, crisscross your pattern as you put them in there. Just like you do put a tire on, take it, crisscross your pattern. That gives you a nice, even attachment. And like I said, the only part of this model that you're going to glue together is that elevator. I mean, you'll feel these bottom out. It's very obvious when they bottom out. Okay. All right. That wing is on there. Okay. There's that screw. Okay. Now, you're going to take your... When we saw those 2 ailerons, servos hanging out, servo leads hanging out, right? Okay, if you look on the model, coming off the back of the vector system, you got these 2 pigtails with these locking mechanisms. That's where you're going to hook up those 2 aileron servos. And remember, anytime you're hooking up servo leads, see the yellow side? See the yellow side? Light to light, dark to dark. That's always going to be your orientation. Hooking these, like, I had to kind of slide it in here. Okay. And you'll feel it click into place. And that locking mechanism, that's what it looks like. It's going to lock into place. You're going to do the same thing with the other one. Light to light, dark to dark. Okay. All right. Light to light, dark to dark. At this point, everything is hooked up, okay, as far as the basic model, okay? And that is the Arrows Bae Hawk, or BAE Hawk, sometimes called a, shooting a red arrow or something. It's got a plastic nose tip, so you can stand in the corner. I'm not going to hook up the elevator leads until I bound the model, but that is the basic unboxing and basic build of the plane. Very, very simple. Your ailerons are already hooked up for you. All you got to do is glue in your tail and hook that up. Very nice model. Going to be a very simple plane to fly. It's a bank and yank. You're going to take it, you're going to kind of toss it at about a 45-degree angle, full throttle, straight up, and that should be all that should get you going real well. All right, let's pause the video. That is the basic unbox and basic build of the Arrows BAE Hawk and a 50mm little toss and boss type jet. It's going to be a lot of fun to fly. Hopefully I'll get the Maiden out very, very soon. One thing's nice to note, these fins here are plastic. This inlet here is hard plastic, and these connection points over the servos is hard plastic. So that means when you land on pavement or rough grass or rough surfaces, your plane is actually going to be protected. So that is awesome. All right, so then, hey, stay tuned. We'll bring the next video, which will be the radio setup and how to set up the 3 levels of the vector system and how to assign it to a switch and basically get her flight ready. Thank you so much. We're going to let that tail dry and charge them up a battery so I can show you. Oh, excuse me. I'm burping. Thank you, folks, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And a big shout out to Hobby Zone once again for sending this nice little jet out to me for me to review. Bye, y'all.